Before I start anything, may I request the youngsters, can you come here? I'm here only for you guys. But yeah. Salli ala. Yeah. Thank you very much. Surah Al-Fatiha. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah. Rahman ar-Rahim. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Bismillah. Salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Say salawat loudly. Bismillah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم الرسول النبي الأمي الهاشمي القرشي مكي المدني السيدنا شفينا طبيب قلوبنا أبي القاسم محمد الصلاة والسلام على أمير المؤمنين وإمام المتقين وقائد الغر المعجلين وقاتل المشركين ونفس الأنبياء المحمد الإمام المرسلين والسيدة النساء العالمين والحسن الحسين السيد شباب أهل الجنة وأولاد الحسين وأصحاب الحسين وأمير المؤمنين والحجة القائم إمام زمانة مهدي السلام صلوات ولعنة الله عليهم أجمعين أما بعد فقد قال الله تعالى وتبارك في كلام المجيد والفرقان الحميد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين صلاة Dear audience, my youngsters, my elders, and my friends and fellows, my daughters, my sisters, and ladies and gentlemen, today we are starting with the blessings of the greatest revealed book of Almighty Allah, named as Quran, Furqan, Yasin, Hudal lil Muttaqeen, Hudal lil Rahmatan lil Alameen. The second chapter of the Quran, which is called Al-Baqarah. Al-Baqarah means the cow. So I'm just trying to understand your style, but hopefully, inshallah, within 2-3 days, we will come to know each other, okay? Al-Baqarah means cow. Al-Baqarah is not an Arabic word. It is a Hebrew word. So when we say Hebrew means the language which was spoken by more than 95,000 prophets. So these are the facts and figures which you need to remember. So you need to be able to speak respectfully, elegantly, and in a way as Imam demands from you on the street, in the house, in the institutions, and in your personal life. So these 10 days, there should be something. What? You are coming into the door here, come as a beggar. Enter as a beggar. When you're leaving the door of the house of Allah, be the wealthiest person of the earth. That's what Muharram demands from you. From the last Muharram till today, if there is no change in you as a mu'min of a Sayyidah, then we need to think ourselves. What have we learned last year, and what have we set for this year for learning and practical professional approach? So this all will be going side by side as well. Okay. What I said, that more than 90,000 prophets used to speak Hebrew language. And how many prophets do you think speak Arabic? Arabic language, very proud language, very proud people, very proud civilization. Itself is an enigma in the house of Allah. Itself is a translation of many meanings of different languages. Arabic. But how many people do you think Arabic language is being spoken today? And how many prophets used to speak Arabic? Only 37. Would you be amazed to know it? 37. One historian said only 110 prophets used to speak Arabic. But how beautiful this language is that. Okay? How beautiful. It is ended up on the message of completion of Islam. We started from Hebrew and we are ended up on Arabic. So there should be a connection between, you see, when somebody is a child, then teenage, then adult, responsible age, then the white hair comes, oh, he has become more responsible now, okay? And then the age comes when people are known by professionals. Somebody is a doctor, somebody is an engineer, so his facial expression gone behind the picture, but he's known by his title. As Imran brother was saying, right, okay, doctor is coming, right? But my real name is that through this sculpture, through this feature, that I'm a Syed, I belong to somebody, I'm a son of somebody. Yes? So that is what my introduction, which is called Hasab and Nasab. You see, one by genealogy, through your blood, through your genetics, you're known by these things. And one, what you achieved in the world. Through profession you will be known, which is called Hasab. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel. Okay? And there is one thing, right? One of the best things to be the friend of Allah. What is the title of Hazrat Ibrahim? Remember that? Remember that? What was Ibrahim? The title was, what was that? Khalil. What is the meaning of Khalil? Yeah, the best and trusted one friend. Not only the friend, best and the trusted one. Because Khalil is also from a Hebrew word. It's not Arabic. Hebrew is a cousin language of Arabic language. So Almighty Allah has created the basics in order to take you to the supreme language, which is an Arabic. So through that elementary level, he created Hebrew. So people should understand now what is next is coming. And for that reason, if you are going to be Oxford University, you need to finish school, college, best grades, go to Oxford, let's be qualified. You should now meet to the entry requirements. That is Oxford now. Okay, so there's a journey. So what Allah did it from Adam till Jesus, He used the language Hebrew. So the people should understand now the grammar, the punctuation, the composition of Arabic, which is going to be institutionalized with the introduction of Prophet Muhammad. But it doesn't mean that Arabic language wasn't there. The first word in Arabic language was spoken by Adria, which was Idris. And Idris number 3 prophet in genealogical order. But if we see in a chronological order, first Adam, then Shees, then Adria, then Noah. You see the order now? So Adria was the first one who spoke something about Arabic language with the command of Allah. And remember, you are sitting on this, what is called, is a mat. Yeah. This mat, yeah, what else you call? Carpet in your English language, okay? The carpet first was introduced by Adria in the world. Very first time in the world. When he saw the Hazrat Shees is sitting on earth, a plain earth, and that is not the standard of a Masoom to sit over there. So he collected some leaves of the tree and he knitted it, and then he gave it to the Prophet. Oh Shees, you are my Imam, sit down here. Though I'm a prophet, but I cannot lead you. I'm giving you the here, one of the greatest reasons of understanding now. If being a Idris as a Masoom cannot lead and sit in front of a Shees, whereas both were prophet, so how Abu Bakr can lead Ali the Great? So, Masoom, both are Masoom. Idris is a Masoom. Shees is the son of Adam, prophet. He's a prophet. By birth, he was a prophet. So look at when one prophet cannot lead to another prophet, and there are many prophets who have learned the knowledge of the book from their parents, from their uncles, and by God, and I swear to God, give any reference that Ali has learned anything except from Prophet Muhammad, from anybody. See, you understand? So these are the things which youngsters need, because we are being psychologically, morally, and particularly through the social media, we are under attack. I face many questions come into the research centers when we sit down over there. Or somebody's talking about you, somebody's talking about you, somebody. Don't worry about that. Inshallah, with the passage of time, I will tell you what social media is actually. What is that? It's a kind of a snare. It's addiction. It is a kind of addiction. And people are bombarding, here is a group, here is a group, here is a group. You are talking to this group, he's talking to this group, or I'm Sunni, or I'm Shia, and I'm these things. No. Don't get involved in these things. You know why? There are many orators, many khatib who come on the pulpit, and they think, and they say, what? During the Masaib, when you got Majlis recorded, it's been on the YouTube or somewhere else. I am thinking that Imam Hussain had done this thing. Thinking is nothing. MashaAllah, your sixth Imam said if somebody is talking from our pulpit without reference, you have every duty to ask him, where have you read it from? This is what am I. I'm not that type of person who will be telling you the stories. I'm a responsible one because I'm answerable to Sayyida Zahra. I'm answerable to Imam Zamana. And I'm also answerable to Ali Amir al-Mu'mineen. So for that niyyah, we all should have learned all these things, remember, okay? Going back now. So do we understand what Arabic language is then? Look at the guarantee of the Arabic language is that the Quran came into Arabic, not into Persian. So Almighty Allah set the standards of Arabic language, and Quran was revealed only in Arab, where the best Arabic speakers were there. And within them, the best speaker, so I look at, who hasn't learned anything from that society, his name is Muhammad. Yeah. And Quran, who got the wonderful dialectical methods of language brought upon Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So not a single person was there who could have challenged him. You know what they were saying? They were saying, oh, Muhammad is good. Muhammad is very noble. Muhammad is very nice. But what is he talking about? That is not correct. They did not object on Muhammad because they knew it. He's a Masoom. Look at this now. Because Muhammad got brought up under the shield of Abu Talib. Yeah? So they knew it. If we say something, then Abu Talib's sword will come. They knew it. And that is the history which a Carlyle said. As long as the Abu Talib was alive, nobody dared to see and say a single word about Muhammad. As Abu Talib left the world, what happened? The Arab ignorance came into the picture. And that was the ignorance which we all need to understand now today. The world has changed, yes. But honestly, if I say, nothing is changed. Adam's son was eating something, you are eating something. Look at where I'm taking you. 1,000 years back. Let's go only 1,500 years back, only 1,500 years back. What you eat, people were eating that time as well. Where are you living now? Due to your cosmology, you are living in under that shelter, which is being protected under the rules of the safety and health. But wherever we living in Arab Gulf, or in Persian Gulf, or in other African countries, they have their own civic sense. There was a land law as well. Okay? Bearing in mind, this is Europe, this is Arab, that one was the Persian. Now see the miracle of Quran. Quran is giving you the answer of the past. Quran is giving you the answer of the future. Quran is giving you the answer of the present as well. That is the reason Prophet said, Al-Quranu ma'al Ali wa Ali ma'al Quran. That is the reason. Because Ali will not die and Quran will never die. As long as the Quran is there, Ali will be there. If Ali is there, the Quran will be there as well. You cannot separate them if you try to understand Quran with. And we are exhibiting it. We are experiencing it. You know other religions, why they are so afraid of us being as a Muslim? Alhamdulillah. There is not a single Shia is being declared, found, identified, and handcuffed as a terrorist in the world. Not a single, with a great guarantee, I'm telling you. Not a single. Why? Because the imams which you follow, they were not the terrorists. The book which you follow doesn't teach about terrorism. That is the real Quran. If people think the Quran teaches terrorism, the fault goes to Almighty Allah who has created. He doesn't understand the citizen of Russia. He doesn't understand the citizen of Denmark. He doesn't understand the citizen of Sweden. He doesn't understand the citizen of Bradford. He is the only God of Arab? Not at all. Something is greatly missing in our understanding. You, the youngster, ladies and gentlemen, as the Quran is universal, the message should be universal. Yeah. Should I give you the reference? Say Salawat Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad. Salli ala man. The book name is Al-Muhammadan Law. Al-Muhammadan Law. Dr. Justice Tanzilur Rahman, the one of the chief of the Pakistan's Sharia court. And Al-Muhammadan Law in chapter number 2, whose words are, he said, these are not my words. Whose word? Shiite Imam. Look at the book. Shiite Imam, Imam number 6, who happened to be a great scholar. who happened, look at the words now, who happened to be a great scholar, which I don't know him, but I love his words, what he said. If the Quran is universal, then Muhammad has to be universal. And he said, these are the words of Imam Jafar Sadiq. Salli ala Muhammad. And what he said? Well, he said, Imam was on the pulpit in Medina. He was sitting with the grace and honor. And somebody asked, who is your grandfather? We know him that what Muhammad was he. He never fought anything. He was just speaking through the words. And you know what your Imam replied? Imam replied, when commander is there, soldiers need to fight. Commander doesn't fight. His greatest soldier was Ali the Great. And Muhammad was the commander. When commander was there, commander doesn't need to talk, doesn't need to go for fight, because Ali was enough. And then Imam didn't stop. Ali is enough. Ali will be enough. These are the words. And Justice Tanzil Rahman said, I was shocked about when I read it. Ali is still alive? Ali is still alive? Just as said, I went to one of the Shia scholars. Ali, long time ago, he died. And you know what Shia scholars said? We have 12 Imams. Our Imams are either Ali or either Muhammad. You cannot differentiate which one is Muhammad, which one is Ali. If you see from the face, they will look like Ali. If you see the heart, they will look like Muhammad. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what is the book which is called Al-Quran, Al-Furqan. You the Shia. And today's message for the youngster is that two different youngsters who were sitting in the mosque of Kufa, and they were looking at Imam Ali. Okay. And when Imam Ali recognized the youngsters are watching me, Imam deliberately rushed towards for ablution, for a wudu, for wudu. Okay. And Imam did wudu, just like a young man. Young man, yeah, quickly. And Imam started his prayer. And he started his prayer just like an old man. Slowly, with a great conscious, full concentration. Imam is not bothered who is coming, who is going. Imam is divinely connected with somebody. And when he finished the namaz, he went into the prayer time. And the Imam started crying like a child. Imam started crying like a child. Imam has taught us how to speak to Allah. These are the teachings. Okay. A Shia who declares himself a Shia of Ali, in one hand are the Amal, in another hand is a Wilaya Amirul Mu'mineen. Vilayat without Amal will be incomplete. And Amal without Wilaya will never help you at any stage. Either you read namaz in a Kaaba or you need namaz in a mosque of Medina. That is a basic principle of Islam. Right? So going back, so Dr. Tanzilur Rahman further asked a question to that Shia scholar. Okay, tell me why this Quran is unique for Shia. Why this Quran is unique for Shia? And the Shia scholar, alhamdulillah, you know what he said? The Shia scholar stood up. He said, Dr. Tanzil said that I'm a little bit worried about that. Why he's got to stand up? And you know what Shia scholar said? Can you please stand up as well? And Imam turned, that Imam turned in the heart of that Shia scholar Oh, you, my Shia scholar, turn your face towards Jannatul Baqi. And for a minute, he turned it. And Tanzilur Rahman was behind, because you see when the two friends are there, and two friends here, and if I turn my face here, so certainly you'll become behind me, if I'm turning. The Shia scholar said, my salam to Jaddadi, Sayyida Fatima Zahra Salamullah Alayha. Allah. After saying this one, then he turned his face. Oh, Tanzilur Rahman, you're looking at my face. Oh, yes. You the Sayyid, you the Shia scholar. Yes. You know, this thing happened in Mosque of Medina when Hussein was on the shoulder of Prophet Muhammad, and everybody was looking behind in the namaz mat. Everybody was behind Prophet Muhammad, and Prophet Muhammad did 71 times tasbih. That is a maximum. And his sajda was one of the longest sajda. Even the Sahabis were looking at Prophet Muhammad, they're going down. They're looking at Prophet Muhammad, they're going down. But every time what they saw, they were looking at, there is a child who is sitting on the back of Prophet Muhammad. And his child name is Hussein ibn Ali. So that Shia scholar wanted to teach him that lesson. You know, when we're sitting together, I turned the face, you followed me, you became the Sunni, I became the leader. Sunni means be the follow the Sunnah of the action. You became my Sunni, right? So you followed my Sunnah, you became the Sunni of mine. So I was the leader, so you followed my action, you became Sunni. You know what is the difference of the Shia and the Sunni? Okay? Shia doesn't follow. Oh, you all are. But the simple meaning of Shia is as a follower, yeah, true. But Shia exactly is not a follower. Shia mean as a companion. You try to understand a companion means what? What do you call it? When you put a hand together, two friends are moving together. And now try to understand. Sayyida said, I will never enter into heaven until I take all the Shia of Hussein into Jannah. So that shows you the hand of Sayyida Fatima. If she lead you in a Jannah, so she will enter first, but she hasn't entered yet. Because she wanted to take you with her own hands. So because what you're doing today, you're doing a great justice and propagation for the message of Almighty Allah. The same condition and the status of the Quran is in the divine books of Allah. As Imam Ali is the best Imam in 12, the same status of the Quran is in the books of Allah. Quran will lead every books on the day of the judgment. Zabur revealed on Moses, which is called Psalm. Jesus' book, which is called Bible. Okay? And Moses' book, which is called Torah. So which one is the first one? Moses' book, then David's book, then Jesus' book, then Prophet Muhammad's book. See the 4 books now, correct? There are 4 books, yeah? Which was the last one? Quran. Which was the last one? Say everybody please, which was the last one? Revealed on Prophet Muhammad, right? How many caliphs Muslim worlds are there? Muslim world, not Islam. How many caliphs are there in Muslim world? 4. Okay. Which was the last one? Ali the Great. Right. Look at this, all the 4 books now. The book of Moses, abrogated. You need to believe, but you are not required to follow. You need to believe only, but not required to follow. The next book came on the David book, which is called Psalm, right? You need to believe in, but you are not required to follow. Then Bible came on Jesus. You need to believe in, but not required to follow. Then the fourth came, which was on the Prophet Muhammad. The book 4 number is Quran. You need to believe in, you need to follow. Look at the first Muslim. They were never said, Abu Bakr, I am the Caliph of the Muslim. You need to believe in, you need to follow me. Nobody said, what? Bila fasal. He was Ali the Great who said, Ana bila fasal, Khalifatur Rasulullah. You need to believe. You need to believe in my station, my wilaya, and follow me. Where I will go, Quran will follow me. So these are, look at this one now. Let's follow up this one now. Let's concise it today. What is that? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alif Lam Mim Zalikal Kitab La Raiba. Alif Lam Mim Zalikal Kitab. This book, the revealed one, Zalikal Kitab, La Raiba. There is no weakness in it. There is no weakness in it. Do you understand what is the meaning of the weakness? Yeah. No, not the flaw. The flaw is a short descriptive. Flaw can be rectified. Weakness cannot be. I'll give you example now. Child, mashallah, 20 years. 40 years, 50 years, then 60 years. You can't do the same thing which you are used to do at the 20 years age. Look at the weakness now. Your body is leaving you, correct? Do you understand now? Almighty Allah is saying from Adam till Muhammad and Muhammad till Mahdi. And Mahdi till the day of the judgment. This Quran does not have any weakness. Try to understand now. Try to understand. 1500 years gone now. This Quran will not be what? Weaker. As the human beings will come and go. They will what? They will experience the youth, they will experience the teenage, they will experience the old age. In the old age, the human being is not able to perform so many duties as he used to do at the teenage. Quran will never be an old book. Quran will remain as glorified as what Prophet said. Why Prophet said this thing? Oh Ali, if people want to learn Quran without you, they will go into hell. Without you. Why? Because you know what Quran talks to Allah and what Allah talks in the Quran to you. Zalikal Kitab. There is no deficiency in the book. There is no weakness in the book. La Raiba. La Raiba. And there is no ab in it. You know what is the ab? Here comes the word of the. Now I can use the flaw. Yeah. Flaw, for the example, somebody is a new driver, new learner, right? And his instructor is sitting. Oh, you made this weakness, or you made this weakness. Will he say the weakness? No. Mistake. He will say mistake. You did this mistake, you did this mistake. But don't worry. You practice it. By doing a practice, you will be a perfect. Practice makes perfect. True? That is the basic principle. Don't worry about that. Okay. So much so that the young man, after doing so many practices lesson, after a few years, he became the instructor. And after instructors, he became the expert, then consultant, then he becomes authority. The relevant stakeholders, they always give a lot of importance to his opinion. Oh, he's a wonderful person, or he knows each and everything. Now this was the situation when Ali used to recite Quran in the company of Prophet Muhammad. All ashab used to ask, "Oh Prophet Muhammad, was Ali with you when this chapter was revealed on you?" Ali is not only the expert of Quran. Quran loves to be translated by Ali. Quran loves it that Ali should explain everything of me. Because I am La Raib, and my Imam is also La Raib. Remember, there is a basic principle of this world. Doctor is known by university. No. You go to the GP, do you ask from which university you have come? No, not at all. Once you're a GP, you're known by your certification. As long as your certification is intact. So he's allowed to make a practice. Okay, fine, fair enough. This book has a certification. And that certification is Muhammad wa al. La rayba fi hudan lil muttaqin. Oh, believers, oh God-fearing people, there is no weakness in this book. There is no ebb in this book. There is no flaw in this book. This is only hidayah for those who are God-fearing people. It's not hidayah for every Tom and Jerry. There is an ambiguity about the Quran. These are the words of Allah, not me. I'm not translating it. Even these are not the words of Prophet Muhammad. It's the words of Allah. This book is hidayah for those who are God-fearing. 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 The people who believe in God, they need to follow God. If you follow the God, then this book is hidayah. The same status is for Ali the Great. Ali is Imam al-Muttaqeen. The minimum condition is what? Have trust and confidence and believe in Allah. If you're a follower of Allah, Ali will take you to Jannah successfully. The last word for the today's is okay? Say Salawat Muhammad wa Ali. Muhammad. I gave you one preambletic sentences which is called a preamble in Constitution. I'm sure somebody will be the solicitors there as well. If you want to open a book of any constitution, there is one of the book which is called like a preamble of the Constitution, which gives everything. An expert doesn't need to read the whole book. Yeah, which is called like a skim reading, okay? An expert just need to see it in that. Okay. For the Quran, the preamble is Al-Fatiha, which inshallah, as the discussion will go on, I will explain it right. Okay. I said to you, the people saw Ali the Great in the mosque of Kufa, that Ali did the wuzu just like as a young, then performed the namaz just like as an old man, and then he was praying to Allah just like a child. You, all the Shia and Sunni Muslims, my daughters and youngsters, this should be the lesson of today's first majlis. Alhamdulillah, we are the followers of Imam al-Muttaqeen. True? We follow the book which is Hudal lil Muttaqeen. Okay, that's true. And this majlis is hidayah for Muttaqeen. This majlis is a dawah for Muttaqeen. But there is a great significance. If you want to come into the house of Allah as a kafir, you are not allowed. It's a principle of Sharia. If somebody is mushrik, he is not allowed to enter into the house of Allah, where your namaz is being offered. It's the only darsgah of Hussein which allows everybody to come here and seek knowledge. Salli ala Muhammad. Oh my dear Sunni brothers, oh my Shia brothers, come into the house of the Majlis of Hussein. It will purify your nafs and prepares you how to take you towards Hudal lil Muttaqeen. Majlis is a universal message for everybody. It is the Majlis who will bring you towards Allah. Allah's house demands some conditions, but Hussein doesn't demand conditions from you. Hussein demands only one condition for you. What? Be loyal and justice oriented, and then think about who am I? Automatically you will come close to me. Ladies and gentlemen, this Hussein has given us too many things for us. Today is the first day. It is called what? Moon night. I always bring something in the Masahib as well that you should take as a lesson. The house of one of the prophets, the house name is Hazrat Ayub alayhi salam. Just remember this one. Ayub got a disease, and his sabr, his patience is very popular in Quran as well. All wives left him. One of the wives was from the blood of Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salam. Very beautiful, got a blonde hair as well. All the people of the Ayub follower, they left him because Ayub got a disease which is called what? An epidemic disease. Okay. The skin disease which was so dangerous. And Almighty Allah wanted to have an examination from him. Ayub's sabr, Ayub's patience got brought down one day when he hadn't anything to eat, and his last wife, who happened to be from the blood of Yusuf salam, requested him, "Oh my Allah's Prophet, can you allow me to go into the neighbor's house so I can do some job and manage something for you to eat?" I knew what Ayub said. It is against my ghairat. Because I'm a Nabi, I'm a prophet. I cannot allow you. Somebody will see your hair. Somebody will see your face. After the Karbala, when Ali Zainul Abidin was sitting in the mosque of Medina, and some Jews came, and they wanted to ask some question. After the question and answer, Imam came to know that one of the Jews had a direct relationship with Hazrat Yusuf. Imam was looking for the different sources for reminding himself what happened to the Karbala and what happened after the Karbala. He said, "Do you have some women at your house?" He said, "Yes." "They must be very good women, very poor." "Oh, yes, yes, yes. Ibn Rasulullah, they were very noble people. When my ladies come into the street, nobody look at them. Because their introduction is that they are from the blood of Hazrat Yusuf." Ladies and gentlemen, your Imam Ali Zainul Abidin alayhi salam turned his face towards Jannatul Baqi and said, "My salam to Sayyida Zainab, salamullah alayha." Different types of people, different types of drinker, different types of calamities when Sayyida Zainab observed everything. How many hours she stood in the court of Yazid? Many people were looking at the hair of Sayyida Zainab, salamullah alayha. "Oh, my salam to Sayyida Zainab, oh bint Rasulullah, you suffered everything for the sake of Muhammad." One Ayub couldn't bear that one, that his own wife couldn't go outside, and for that reason Ayub left the world. He died with these words. And then Ali Zainul Abidin said, "Oh Almighty Allah, give me a death now. I saw my Sayyida Zainab, my mothers and sisters. Everybody was throwing stones in the streets of the Syria. And people were chanting slogan, 'Oh, she is the sister. She is the sister of the rebels.'" Salamun alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May Almighty Allah give us the courage to understand the message of the Muharram. May Almighty Allah give us the courage to understand the message of Quran. O Almighty Allah, include us in the Hadayatul Muttaqeen. O Almighty Allah, make us the real follower of Wilayat Amirul Mu'mineen. O Almighty Allah, as your Imam is proud of his namaz, let us make to be the true follower of his namaz shadow as well. Salamun alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.